Welcome to my live chat. I can see one person in the house. Say hi to me. Let me know whether you can see me. Let me know whether you can see me. I don't know whether my camera is clean. I forgot to wipe. Yeah. I had forgotten to wipe my camera before I started the live stream. So please just let me know who is in the house. Say hi to me. That's me. Nomat. Wow. Thank you so much. Welcome to my live stream, guys. Welcome. Kish Kish. Greetings to you. I see you. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome to my other channel. Please subscribe, Pansy Hopper. Thank you so much for checking in. I'm having here a warm cup of water. I want to briefly talk about KOHERA Senior before I go to bed. It's now 8:36. I don't know. At least by 9:36 I should be out of this place and just rest. So I'm just going to go direct to the discussion so that those people that are going to join, maybe they'll have to go back and listen to my work. Don't forget to like the live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I am on the road to 1K subscribers. So my people, there are so many things that have been happening in Marwa's home. That is the villa. And I've seen a lot of people coming out to talk about everything. Matters to do with the work. Okay, so we are good to go. Matters to do with the workers, the likes of Emmanuel, Mosabi, and others that have left the villa. And this is something that has really brought a lot of discussion in the YouTube streets. And among the discussions is, why is this happening to Marwa? As I was trying to mind my own business this evening, I came across a video that was done by KOHERA Senior. This video was done, I think, yesterday, because it is more than 18 hours. And in this video, KOHERA Senior had come out with a prediction of what actually is happening to, to Marwa. And he came out to talk about a lot of stuff. And when I was listening to this old man, I knew that he's speaking from maybe a point of concern. But on the other hand, I will still not forget to remind him he has been a deadbeat father, and therefore he has no say in Marwa's life. You can call me Bahati. It is the Swahili version of the long Hausa name. Oh, Bahati. The workers all planned not to come back after Christmas break. I think people are blowing it out of proportion, Kish, because according to them, Marwa is making them to run away. Do you understand, from the work? I was listening to this guy, Emmanuel the farmer. I think that is the name, Emmanuel the farmer. And he was talking about all the type of jobs that he would be at the villa. Like, for example, grooming the horses, taking care of the pigeons, feeding the gillyfowls, feeding the peacocks, I don't know what and what. Like, they were being given a lot of work, and it reached a point where they felt like it was too much, and they had to get out of the villa. I've been listening, by the way, to this guy, I think for the last 2 days. It is only that I've been so busy, very, very busy. But anyways, it is what it is. Eddie, Mom Girls, I see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like the live stream. Like the live stream. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, just know it is my backup channel. Kindly subscribe. Take me to 1K subscribers. Word Talks, I see you. Karibu sana. So I'm just sipping my water. Emmanuel shouldn't be grooming horses when he's not trained for that purpose. If you go and watch his a video that he did 2 days ago, he said one of the things that he would do every day was to groom the horses. And that is after Max left. Like, he would groom the horses in the morning, and when the horses came back from grazing, he would again groom them and literally do everything. According to Emmanuel, he had expected the salary that Maro was paying Max One, he would divide the money amongst the three that had been left in the villa. And when I look at all these people, I ask myself, why did they go to work to the villa? Like, were they forced? When they and they were told the amount of money to be paid, if they were uncomfortable from the word go, they would have said no. If they were uncomfortable with the amount of pay, then they would have just left. Because what I know, I have a person in my house that helps me to take care of my daughter. And before she started working for me, we sat down and agreed on the amount of money that I'll be paying her at the end of the month. Like, you have to agree. And if maybe you propose the salary or the wage, when someone feels it is too low, they need to bargain. And that is why this guy, Emmanuel, the farm, and the likes of Mosabi, I can't buy their stories. They can't come out and say they were being exploited. Because when it comes to matters to do with the exploitation, it literally means someone has been forcing you to do something. But what I know is that when they went to the villa, they were told what they're supposed to do. They were also informed on the amount of money that they would be paid per month. Because here in Kenya, mostly, such workers are paid at the end of the month. And sometimes you can even agree, maybe at the end of every 2 weeks, you pay them. So this guy, Emmanuel, in one of the videos, he said they were being paid 130 Kenyan shillings per day. And you know, 130 Kenyan shillings is too small. Do you understand? Like, that is not money that is enough for them to, like, sustain themselves and their families. And if indeed he's as prudent as he sounds now, he should have said, no, this is not enough. Maybe increase the amount to this amount. Kish says they were all making videos for their YouTube channels. They were. I remember. And that is why, that is among one thing that Maro had said. He does not want YouTubers in his home. They made a lot of videos, a lot and a lot. And I strongly believe from the videos, they equally made a lot of money. So when they come out to complain, when they come out to say they have been exploited, this guy said his mission is to let other people know what happened, so that of all the possibilities. At the end of the day, they were working at the villa, they were being paid, they've come out of the villa, they are still talking about the villa. They are getting money from YouTube through creating content around Marwa and the family. Now back to KOHERA Senior. According to KOHERA Senior, Marwa is going to keep on suffering, and the reason is because Marwa has refused to go back home. Marwa has refused to go back home, guys. What does he mean by home? According to KOHERA Senior, home is where KOHERA is. According to him, Marwa cannot be blessed, and the reason is because he's not interacting with his own people. According to KOHERA Senior, Marwa was brought up, not in a good way with Mr. Ondari. And therefore, he's gonna keep on suffering. And people will keep on running away from him. He said the lady Rocio took off, ran away, went back to Argentina. Then we have the workers. Do you understand? Then we have the workers that are leaving the villa. According to KOHERA Senior, Marwa will end up staying alone for the longest. Unless Marwa goes back to his people, get the blessings, unless he goes back to KOHERA and get the blessings that he needs. If he doesn't go back, he'll keep on suffering. If you go and listen to KOHERA Senior, I feel this guy is a little bit crazy. You cannot just force issues. He cannot come out and say, oh, Marwa is not living a good life because he has never interacted with him. After all, he's a deadbeat father. Where was he when Marwa was growing up? Where was he when Congrats' mom was taking care of Marwa, taking him to school, ensuring that he has a roof over his head? Where was this so-called father? And one thing that I know, nobody is forcing them to go work at the villa. It is what it is. Kish says they were all making videos for their YouTube channels. They were. They were all making videos. Eddie Mamgals says Mr. KOHERA is daydreaming. He wishes to enjoy Marwa's wealth. Yeah, and I agree with you, Eddie Mam. You know what? Majority of the deadbeats here in Kenya, they usually run away from their children. But once the children become successful, they'll always come back with a lot of claims. KOHERA Senior knows that Marwa has the money. Marwa has the influence. And the only thing that he's doing, or he has been doing, is to try and lure Marwa so that Marwa can go back home. According to him, Marwa can go back home. What he's forgetting is home is where a child is brought up. And that is at Mr. Ondaris. And there's nothing that is going to change that. Bahati says KOHERA is a witch. He must have been mixing concoctions against Marwa. Anything is possible. They all used Marwa. Can you imagine Matata was filming while Rossio family was going to Masai Mara? 2-hour-long videos. Marwa was paying him to drive and be a tour guide. YouTube will pay also. Wow. I wonder how he managed to do the recording while driving and being a tour guide at the same time. They have all used Marwa. They have all used him. And that is why, if Marwa is going to employ new people, he needs to come up with a contract. And the contract should have the terms and conditions for him to be safe. He should have a contract that has terms and conditions so that anyone that comes out of the villa cannot use the videos that they have been secretly recording while working for him. Eddie Mamgal says Marwa should look for work from Tanzania. People who don't understand English and are hardworking. People that are not so malicious, people that are not so much into YouTube and all that. Otherwise, people will keep on using Marwa. Marwa should let YouTube take down the videos. Yeah, remember, Kish, they are benefiting from the videos. If now a person like Emmanuel does a video, the video goes viral, like he gets good views. Anytime he does a video, he gets very good views. And when I listened to this guy, Emmanuel, he seemed to be a learned fella, but he can't come out and emphasize he was being, exploited by Marwa. If he was being exploited, why did he not walk away? If he was being paid 5K per month, why did he not bargain? Why couldn't he bargain before he started working for Marwa? It is as simple as that. Why couldn't he bargain Maro does not learn. He needs a manager. I don't know when Maro will learn. I'm saying run like I'm a cute. Anyways, Maro should just learn. And I advise, this is my advice to Maro. Let him get a contract that is drafted by a lawyer that has terms and conditions, so that if anyone breaches the contract, an action can be taken against them. Otherwise, these people keep on going to the villa, whether Maro likes it or not. They are going to secretly record. That is a fact. They'll keep on recording. They'll record and record. And once they're out of the villa, they'll upload the videos. Okay, Kish, I learned the minimum wage is 3,000 Kenyan shillings. We have people that work for 3,000 Kenyan shillings, and especially the unskilled laborers. But with the economy, things are very expensive at the moment. And that is what I've been emphasizing from the start of this live stream. If I come to seek for employment in your home, you tell me you'll be paying me the 3,000 Kenyan shillings. If I'm not comfortable with that, I need to negotiate. Do you understand? Like, I need to negotiate. You can't tell me I'll be paying you 3K and I'm comfortable with that. If I agree, it means that when I work, I don't need to come out and complain. Skelly Smith, I see you. Greetings to you and welcome to this live chat. This is my backup channel. Skelly Smith, have you subscribed? Eddie Mamgal says Marwa needs to travel for 1 year. Then we see where these fools will get content. They'll still get content from his traveling. It's just as simple as that. This guy called KOHERA said Rocio will never come back. And Rocio is going to use Baby Maisha to make Marwa travel to Argentina. And once Marwa is in Argentina, Marwa is going to stay there for a very long time. And everything that is in the villa is going to be, mishandled. Skelly Smith, long time ago. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like the live stream. Rocio needs Marwa. And I feel maybe Marwa will be traveling to Argentina. I don't know. All these are just my own assumptions. I don't have any evidence, by the way. These are just my own assumptions. And that is why KOHERA was saying, in the video that he did, KOHERA said, Rocio is going to use Maisha to ensure Marwa goes to Argentina. And once Marwa lands in Argentina, he's going to stay there for more than 1 year. And by the time Marwa comes back to Nyabohanse, the whole villa will be a total mess. Guys, it's so crazy. Rocio does not spend any money when she is at the villa. And remember, when you're not used to paying bills, when you're left to pay the bills, it becomes so crazy. I pay my own bills and I know how expensive it is and how things can be mishandled. So he wants to take over. I wonder. And he was also advising Marwa to marry a lady from Nyabohanse. KOHERA Sidia. In one of the advice, he said Marwa should get a woman from Nyabohanse who is ready to be a homemaker and marry her. So that if he travels around the world, things can, like the villa, can be kept intact. When you look at KOHERA Senior, you may never understand what the old guy wants from Marwa. From what I see, Marwa has no interest in him. I've never heard Marwa talking about KOHERA Senior. But KOHERA Senior is always talking about Marwa. Oh, my son, my son, my son. I've never heard the alleged son saying anything about the alleged father. And when he comes out to say, at the end of the day, Marwa will remain alone at the villa. like everyone will run away and leave him. You look at him and you just know this guy, maybe deep in his heart, he does not wish Marwa anything good. Relationship goes both ways. Marwa gives up traveling because of Rocio, yet Rocio is traveling and living her dreams. And that is why Kish Kish, we always say here in Kenya, life has no balance. It is a common cliche. Life has no balance. Marwa gave up traveling. Rocio found her moment of travel through Marwa. And that is why Rocio is traveling. I heard her say she'll be traveling. I think in one of the videos that she did, she talked about traveling. And that is why life has no balance. You may get into a relationship where you compromise a lot, while the other person does not, compromise to anything. They're just there for the ride, if you understand what I'm talking about. Recognition, I see you. Rocio settled in Mar del Plata. So Marwa is going to follow her. Mark my words, Marwa becomes blackmailed with the baby. And that is how it works. Once you have a child with a person, the child becomes a bait. That is just obvious. And recognition, KOHERA Senior said the same thing that you are saying. She's going to use baby Maisha to make Marwa travel to Argentina. It is what it is. Because Marwa has to go see the baby. She can travel alone, but Marwa shouldn't travel alone. Isn't that unfair? Very unfair. In other words, Kish Kish, we are saying she's controlling, right? She's very controlling. And because she's controlling, then it's like Marwa's traveling career is almost coming to an end. I don't know. That is how I look at it. Because if she, of course, she traveled alone to the UK. She went alone. Marwa was in Nyabohanse. But I'm sure she cannot allow Marwa to travel alone because she is controlling. I don't know it's whether she feels kind of insecure or what is it. And it is so normal, so normal. I met her in person, so I picked up that, oh, Allah. So she's very controlling. And because she is, then what Marwa will do in the long run, if he wants to travel, they should just keep on traveling as a family. Recognition says because Marwa wanted children so badly, and Rocio knows that. She's very much aware. Very, very much aware about it. And that is why baby Maisha will be used as a bait to ensure that Marwa does everything that she wants. And I feel that is why KOHERA Senior is advising the son to get married, or rather marry, an African woman from Nyabohanse. If you go and listen to what KOHERA Senior said, it is only that I don't have a backup at the moment to play for you the receipts. But I'll try. I know what I'll do. I'll try. So that when I do live stream, because I said I'll be doing live streams in this channel, and up to some point before I stop doing the live streams daily, I'll try get backup so that you listen for yourself. You don't come and say, Mary, where did you get these things from? It is what it is. Why didn't she secure the ring first? Kish Kish. Let me ask you this question. Between the ring and the baby, which is the most important? Of the two, the ring and the baby, which is important? Are there suitable women in that village? I don't know. And at the end of the day, the beauty lies on the beholder's eyes. If KOHERA Senior is advising Marwa to get married to a woman in Nyabohanse, it is up to, to Marwa to decide whoever he wants. It is what it is. It is up to Marwa to decide. And please, as you come in, like the live stream, don't go away with my like. Janet Harris, greetings to you and welcome. KOHERA is not Marwa's dad, please. This guy is so bitter, very bitter. And according to him, Marwa is going to end up bad. The Africans in the house, you all know this matter to do with all curses, I don't know what and what. According to him, Marwa will end up a lonely man until Marwa decides to recognize who KOHERA is. Until Marwa does what KOHERA wants. If he doesn't do what KOHERA has been suggesting, then Marwa is going to end bad. Okay, Eddie Mom girls. You guys, you're crazy. Nothing will happen tomorrow. Of course, nothing will happen. If you're a deadbeat, you're a deadbeat. If you've never been in the picture, you just keep on staying at the periphery. Keep the advices to yourself. Advise yourself, KOHERA Senior. Let Marwa be. You know, KOHERA Senior is using these people that have come out of the villa to justify that Marwa is going to end up alone, or rather a lonely man. These workers, the likes of Emmanuel, I don't know, Palmer, Mosabi, Max, and whoever, all of them, nobody carried them from their homes and forced them into the villa. The moment you come to an agreement, you agree, then you have no right to come out and complain. If they were told they'll be given 5K per month, why did they take up the jobs if they were not comfortable? Janet is asking, is he God? What is that he can go to hell, that KOHERA man? That is what I've always said. In fact, this guy, KOHERA, I feel it is long overdue he stops talking about Marwa. Let him focus on other things. If Marwa wasn't wealthy and popular, KOHERA wouldn't want to know him. It is what it is. After all, Kish Kish, he wants to enjoy a piece of cake from Marwa. And that is why he's ever complaining. Ever complaining. If you have ever listened to KOHERA Senior, the whole of that family, there's only one person that he does not attack, and that is Marwa. Otherwise, he talks bad about Congrats Mom. He talks bad about Congrats Dad, D. Mwango, and David Jr. But when it comes to Marwa, he always avoids to talk anything bad about Marwa. And the reason is because he knows very well he wants to kind of, soften the heart of Marwa so that Marwa can go closer to him or get closer to him. Eddie Mamgal says those workers were jealous Daniel got a motorbike, period. They can save the money and buy and do whatever they want to do. They don't need to come out and start fighting Marwa. What I know is that there was an agreement. Whether the agreement was verbal or written, there is no way you can work in a person's home and you start working without an agreement. We see all these casual laborers all over the villages. When you go to a place, they'll ask you, what type of job can you do? How much do you want? And then your employer will tell you the amount of money that they can pay you. But you cannot come out and start saying, oh, I'm saying this so that I can sensitize people. In case anyone wants to go to work in the villa, they should know that they'll be exploited. Like, seriously? If you're honest people, why have you never ever acknowledged what Marwa has done to you people? I saw people telling this guy, Emmanuel, to stop calling Marwa the boss. Because Marwa is nothing. If Marwa is nothing, if Marwa is not a celebrity, if Marwa does not have the influence, why are these people always at Marwa's gate? Why do they always want to go in? Why do they always want to associate with Marwa? If Marwa is not who these naysayers say he is not. Like when we say Marwa is a celebrity, they'll come out and say, oh, which type of celebrity is Marwa? Look at how myopic people are. Marwa and family should slap KOHERA with a restraining order. Never talk about them again, especially on social media. I hope they take all these advices that we always tell them. because KOHERA Senior will never ever stop talking about Marwa and the whole family. Look at Max, he was being paid at his former job at 20,000 Kenyan shillings. Then Marwa paid him 30,000 Kenyan shillings. That is good money, 30K in a village. And he wasn't paying rent. He wasn't buying food. He was literally getting the whole amount of money. Then Max is a big joke, a very big one for this matter. That is good money. And you know this guy who was talking, Emmanuel. Emmanuel came out to say, this guy Max, because he wasn't feeling well, he decided to take the horse and go buy medicine. And you know, I was like, did he inform the boss? Did he inform the owner of the horses? Like, you cannot just pick a person's horse and you use it. What happens when matters go south? Yes, that is the reason he went to work for Marwa. Imagine, he's not paying any bill. Getting the 30K in your hand. No rent, no food, no electricity, no water. Yeah, he wasn't feeling well for real, but I feel kish by him taking the horse, he did a blunder. How I wish he would have maybe called a motorbike to take him to the chemist or something like that. A horse is not something that is cheap. They are very expensive. I think I heard Maro say there are some horses in his home that are over $20,000, $20,000. And that tells you Maro has invested a lot of money in the horses. Evans Tikaya, welcome and greetings to you. Wow, it is 5 in the morning. That is in Australia. Welcome, greetings. Subscribe to this channel, Evans. It is now 9 here in Kenya, 9 p.m. So please, as you come in, like the live stream. I'm just doing a random live stream. I saw it in his video. Max was also making content for YouTube. And because he was making content, he would have maybe taken charge by taking care of the horse, paying the vet and such. All these people, they always make content from the villa. If you just go back to most of the guys in Nyabohanse, and especially those ones that used to work in the villa, you all know they benefited a lot through content creation from Marwa's villa. Just by going to the villa, capturing the villa and some of the things that are in the villa, people would get views. It's so crazy. Everyone wants to benefit from Marwa, but once they get out of Marwa's home, they start talking nonsense. Mr. 47 Bullet, Wagwan, greetings to you. I wish Marwa had invested in goat. He would have get a faster turnover. Remember, Mr. 47 Bullet, Marwa said he has done this investment for the long term. Just for the long term. If things goes well, he's gonna get good money out of the horses. Skelly Smith, it is one in the USA. Kish unscripted one of Maro subscribers told Max to video the young fall. Yeah, that is how bad people are. People are so evil. Very, very evil. They are always celebrating, anything bad that is happening to this family. It's Rocio why he invested in horses. I know most of these people from the Latino, they like horses. And I hope she'll be back to ensure that the horses are well taken care of. I can't imagine her not being part of the project. Because if the horses were bought because of her, she needs to be there. You can imagine one horse is over $20,000. $20,000. That is not small money. That's a lot of money. And that is why the project is a long-term one. Yeah, she'll be back. I hope she comes back. You know, we have a lot of assumptions on the YouTube streets. Some people are saying Rocio has moved on. Some people have said, oh, Rocio said, I don't know, she wants to undergo some body transformation. Or, I don't know, Rocio wants to travel the world. You know, a lot of rumors on the streets. But at the end of the day, they are the ones that know where the truth is. And I hope and wish everything good for Marwa. Marwa has done a lot and a lot. Many people come out to fight him, but Marwa has done a lot for just Nyabohanse. Does this Max know how much Marwa is paying for the horse's medication? Does he know how long that leg is going to take to heal, if ever? I think I read someone, Bahati, I did a research, and I read something. When a horse breaks the leg, chances of it healing is minimal. And most of the time, it is recommended for the mercy what? It's called the mercy. Is it mercy? Mercy killing is for people. There's a word for animals. Because it may not heal. Because a horse is, a horse is so bulky. All the weight goes to the legs. Therefore, it may be hard. Max should understand, because I think he said he's trained in handling horses. He should know. Horses are very expensive. When in everything about it, it's expensive. Rocio does great job even riding the horses and cleaning too. And I know why she does it good. It's because of where she was brought up. Like in Argentina and those other neighboring countries like Mexico. Is Mexico close to Argentina? I don't know. But what I know is that it is in South America. Most of them have a lot of horses. They keep them. And they really have a lot of pride in them. And that is why Marwa's project, and especially these ones with the horses, should be well handled. Very well handled. Marwa and Rocio have not broken up. Can't someone visit a maternal home? For heaven's sakes. For heaven's sake, she'll be back. Just imagine. Hope Campbell. Greetings to you, my dear. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. She was learning all about the horse. Kish says Rocio just needed a break from the villa. Based on the video that she did, she makes it feels like a breakup, but they're still very much together. Marwa loves Rocio as well. Love is beautiful. And especially when you meet the right person, a person that you feel like you connect to. It makes love to be so beautiful. And I know that is everyone's dream. From what Rocio says, it is what makes people think that she'll never be back. A lot of assumptions here and there. But I strongly believe she'll be back. That's why when Marwa take them to court, he must not pull back the case. Marwa allow them too much. Marwa should up his game. Ivan says the vet had requested Marwa to put down the injured horse, but Marwa said no. If you just go and Google, it is so hard for a horse to heal after breaking a leg, because the whole weight goes to the leg. And because horses are so big and very strong, it ends up making it to be worse. And that is why the vet advised Marwa on him putting down the horse. But you understand, there are so many logistics around it. Okay. Bahati says, yes, in my country, that horse would have been put down. All Marwa can do is to do his best and keep it as a pet. That horse can never race. Wow. So sad. I can imagine with all the investment. It was quite unfortunate. And when Marwa comes out to complain, people are on the internet calling him all types of names. Yet, he put a lot of money into that horse. They always fail to see the other side of the coin. And I think as a reactor, I've always said Marwa cannot be perfect. We have two sides of a coin. And there's no day a human being can be perfect. But what they always fail to understand is, why are these people, getting out of the villa? What do they do that is against the expectations of their employer, who is Marwa? Oh my God. Something has popped up. I should be ending this live stream. We are 42 minutes into the live streams. Why am I calling it streams and it's just a stream? Please, those that have not liked the live stream, hit that like button. I can see more than 20 people around with only 11 likes. Like the live stream, I'll be ending it very soon in a few because I've gotten an alert. Eddie Mom Girl says Max needs to compensate if the horse dies. And the way he's running around in YouTube, crying like a little baby. Yet he knows he has messed up Marwa big time. Monica, thank you so much for being here. Like the live stream as you come in. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Like the live stream. Take me to 20 likes before the end of this live stream. Kish says, yes, I believe Max should compensate Marwa for the horse. He should. As much as he was sick, he cannot use that as an excuse. He can't. He made a big blunder. And the blunder has cost Marwa a lot. You cannot just play around with someone's investment. And the way they are trying to justify that Marwa was not fair to Max. Why can't they see someone's investment has been messed up with? Sorry, I can't join the live stream today. I'm at work. Monica, you can watch later on. Thank you so much for popping in. So those that have not liked the live stream, please like the live stream. Max is no longer getting the views. In a couple weeks, he'll be irrelevant on these YouTube streets. Very irrelevant. He should ask some other people. The views will disappear. The naysayers that have been calling them to do interviews will have no need of them. He'll be useless. No one to interview him, no one to sympathize with him. And that is how the Tingo will be. By the time he realizes, he'll be alone. And the court will be on his neck for him to compensate Marwa. Max made a blunder, and worst he did was going on internet. I can't imagine. How can you take a horse and then say you want to go and buy medicine? Why couldn't he send someone to go and buy the medicine for him? And then he wants to come out and say, oh, he was also going to buy apples for I don't know which horse, so that people can pity him, or if you want to sympathize with him. But the truth of the matter, he did a total blunder. And that is why Marwa had to be furious. Any person would be furious. You can imagine. You come back. Something has happened. And you are not aware. Nobody asked you for the permission to use the horse and such. And when someone becomes furious, they come out fighting him. It is so crazy. So my guys, we are at 45 minutes into the live stream. He lied to gain sympathy. That is it. He wanted people to sympathize with him. What he's forgetting is that people will always sympathize with you, but he'll be the one who will carry the cross at the end of the day. Nobody is going to help you carry the cross. It is you and you alone will carry the cross. Nobody cares. The only thing that they care is to invite you to their channels so that you can go and talk. They'll get the views. They'll get the money at the end of the month. But when push comes to shove, they'll run away from you. Then when Maro asks him what happened, he kept quiet. So crazy. So my guys, I can see 21 people and 13 likes. Please like the live stream. Take me to 20 likes before the end of the live stream. They'll use them. They should ask Percy the way she was used. Used and dumped. They'll dump him. All these people, Mosabi, Emmanuel, whoever, all of them, they'll be used and dumped. And nobody will ever talk about them. Never. Like that will be the end of them. They'll just disappear. They'll disappear. It is what it is. So please allow me to end the live stream. I think I've attained my target. Yeah, we're almost at 9:30. The live stream was to end at 9:30. If you have never subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing. Take me to 1K subscribers before the end of the year. You can super chat me in this channel as a way of supporting me. And you can share my videos or live stream with your families and friends if you feel like doing so. Your like, your comment is equally a way of supporting Mary TV. Hey, this is not Mary TV, Mary News. Hey, your like, your comment is a way of supporting my channel. I thought they would build Mosabi brick house, but I see madhouse. Hey, Eddie Mam girls, who would build for him? Those people wanted him to go sit there, talk, open his mouth, open his nyash. Once they are done, they sent him back to the village. He's now constructing a matope house. Joan, I see you. Greetings to you. Like the live stream. If he was that sick, how come he was doing video in the market and was riding the horse? If he was in another country, he would have paid for the horse. He needs to pay. Max must compensate Marwa. Seriously. I hope Marwa takes the necessary action so that he can get compensation. I have said in this live stream, oh, my daughter has just woken up. Oh, okay. Sorry guys for that. My daughter woke up and she wanted to use the bathroom. Okay, Max must compensate Marwa seriously. They only wanted news from Marwa. Max had a previous injury, so he was in pain from his back. I saw him with the cream while he was at the school. He cannot run away from the compensation. He has to. He has to. And it is only Mara that is going to push for the compensation. Otherwise, maybe the compensation will not be there and Mara will end up, being the loser in terms of the horse. So it is up to him to do the necessary follow-up. So my people, thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking your time to join this live stream. I'll be doing a live stream every day in this channel because I want to hit, I have a target before the end of the year. I have a target in this channel, and the only way to get there is through a live stream. I'll be doing a live stream, and the live stream will be random. Like, I'll not have any specific time. Today I came from work, I was so tired. I just wanted to rest for around 3 hours before the live stream. And that is why I started the live stream at around 8:20. So I'll keep on changing the times. Or I don't know whether you'd advise me to have a specific time. I don't know. But let me acknowledge each one of you for their time. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your morning, enjoy your good night, enjoy everything that you are doing at the moment. Allow me to end the live stream because I need to do something else for the other channel before I call it a night. Thank you so much and goodbye for now.